Authenticity has always been a very important part of our franchise, a pillar really. And on the art side, in order to really achieve an authentic game, we need to do a lot of research online. We talk to historians, we talk to the community quite a bit.
Unlike Co. 1 and 2 in previous games, things like damage and wear and tear was kind of baked down into the vehicle. So you'd have your Panzer and it would have some grit and dirt, and that was just baked on the unit. What we're doing this time is we've actually invested heavily in this complex vehicle shader. And what that allows us to do, weathering, charring, and damage. So your vehicles are affected by the environment now. Over distance, when you're driving across the map with your Sherman tank, the type of dirt that you would see on the terrain is the same dirt that will start to appear on your vehicle. So from the ground up, that stuff will start to appear. The next aspect of that is the damage. We actually have regions defined on vehicles. High impact damage coming from artillery. You're going to start to see those bullet impacts showing up. You'll see the damage on your vehicle, depending on where you're hit.
You know, when I'm looking at Co3 and ways that we can infuse story into our art, vehicles comes up a lot. For example, things like the attachments, accessories that we put on vehicles, from soldiers' helmets to backpacks, you know, bedrolls, that kind of thing.
Effects art direction for COH3 is in the same vein as COH1 and COH2, but closer to the realism end of the spectrum instead of the Hollywood end of the spectrum. On COH3, we try and create this authentic experience. For effects, is going through all the reference that we could possibly find. We watch reams of World War II documentaries, read some books, technical diaries, just to try and get a sneak peek of what does this weapon look like when it fires? What happens? What does this explosion look like in real life?
The paper doll system was a phrase that our art director Tristan coined, or maybe it was me. Actually, maybe I should take the credit. I think maybe I don't know. One of us. We wanted to make things more modular and shareable, reusable, swappable, tintable, to make this stuff as customizable as possible. So what that means is the paper doll is that our helmets and hats are their own thing. The torso, the jackets, the shirts, the sweaters, that's their own thing. We actually take it even to a more granular level, to the level of the patches on the uniforms. The American might be part of a certain division, and we can actually swap the patches out.
We've put a lot of effort into our unit behaviors and reactions, which really means that units will react to events in the environment, like planes flying overhead, or if an enemy is close, their stance will change to become more tense. They will react to explosions, and small arms fire a lot more than they did in the past. All of the units interacting with the environment and the destruction really creates a living battlefield.